welcome back to another episode on my channel. It's still your girlfriend Tola. Yes, the Super Eagles are back to playing the World Cup qualifiers, and of course it starts off this weekend. Now a lot of players are back from their club football and they're back in camp, and so far we have a total of about 15 players back in camp. Now I do expect that one or two, probably the complete set of players, should be in camp latest by Thursday tomorrow. But then again, I am excited that we are seeing the players play for their national team again. Now you would say, yes, why am I excited? I am excited because I still believe that our players can get to play in the World Cup 2026. Now, yes, I know a lot of people have been quite disappointed about how the players have performed in, the first, I think, 4 games. But then I still want to be, quote and unquote, trusting, believing, optimistic that they are still going to qualify for the World Cup. I know it's a lot of pressure. Currently, we are number 4 on the table, and we have 7 points from 6 games actually. It's been quite disappointing results. I won't even lie, it's been really disappointing results. You would expect that the Super Eagles would have done better. But as I said, I am optimistic that they know the amount of pressure that is going to be on them, and not just even the players, even the head coach Eric Schell. He is going to be, a very huge amount of pressure, right? But looking at the squad list that was released on, I think, on Monday by the head coach Eric Schell, he had 31 provisional squad list, and then he trimmed it down to 23. And of course, we have the likes of Stanley Wabali, who I thought obviously wasn't going to make the final squad list. And this was because his club, Chippa United, had said he picked up an injury and should be out for some time. But apparently, he's going to be part of the squad. I want to believe that the injury is not really that serious. So definitely, is going to make the squad list, and obviously I think he's in camp at the moment. We also have the likes of Victor Osimhen. Victor Boniface unfortunately would not be making the squad list. I think because of the old deadline thing and injury. I think he's still suffering a bit from injury, but he wasn't able to make the final list. But of course we have the Ademola Lookman. And I'm happy, extremely happy. I don't know why I talk about Siri Desa a lot, because I feel he's one amazing striker. Like, he scores a lot of goals, for his club side. And I still find it difficult to understand why the coaches don't play him as much. But then again, I think Eric Schell is beginning to see how good of a striker he is, and is in the final squad list that was released on Monday. Also, we have, I think, Chukwueze, we have Olaino. Yes, of course, Moses Simon is in the squad list. I do think it's a very good squad list. Of course, the captain, Trustekong, is there. You know what? As I said, I know it's a lot of pressure for the team to get the result against Rwanda. The good thing is they're playing this particular game against Rwanda at home in Uyo. That's at the Godswill Papio Stadium, and I definitely want to urge the fans to go out there and support the team. Now I know, yes, a lot of people don't have faith as much as to if they will actually qualify, but when you have the support of the fans, and you know that regardless the fans are going to support you, maybe that will spur them to getting the results. But really and truly, I want to beg, literally, I beg I want to beg the fans to please go out there and support the squad. I wish I can be out there, but obviously I can't. I want the fans to go out there and support them. Yes, I know that it's a lot of pressure, but I also want to believe that the players understand how huge it is, because it is bad enough that they didn't qualify to the last World Cup, and then this one they won't qualify. The old giant of Africa teams, it's gonna be disappointing now. But yes, I want to believe that they're going to qualify. But yeah, they have 2 games. The first one is obviously going to be against Rwanda on Saturday, and then the next game is going to be against South Africa. And that's going to be tricky, because when you look at these 2 teams they are playing, Rwanda one is second on the table with 8 points, and obviously South Africa is also first on the table. So it's going to be quite tricky games. I do believe that we can get the job done. You don't have the African player, the current African player of the year, and 2-time African player of the year in the squad, and you're not qualified to playing in the World Cup. I don't know how that makes sense, but I want to believe that Erishon knows what to do with the team. You know, he's giving them, and the good thing is the players came to camp early. And for me, because it's a surprise, because I know a lot of them usually come into camp probably like maybe 2 days or 3 days after, maybe except for the players that play in the MPFL, who play in Nigeria, that obviously get to the camp early. But you see a lot of players. As at yesterday, Tuesday, about 13 players were already in camp, which shows how, you know, serious they are to ensuring that they qualify for the World Cup. And so I am really, really excited to see what they do with that first game against Rwanda. Unfortunately, the last time we played against Rwanda away from home, we didn't win that one. But even when they came to our house in the first leg of the World Cup qualifiers, it was a struggle. I think it was a 2-1 win or something like that. But then, you know what? As I said, I want to believe that they understand how huge this game is, and probably they can get all the 3 points. I believe in my squad. I believe in the Super Eagles. I believe in them so much, and I know that yes, they can go far in not just ensuring that they qualify for the World Cup, but also performing well in the World Cup. We saw what they did in the AFCON. Yes, I know that's AFCON, but you saw them getting to the final of the AFCON. Yes, unfortunately lost to Ivory Coast, who are the host, but they did what they had to do and got to the final. And so I want to believe that they understand what it means for them to get to, you know, to the World Cup. Is going to be a very huge one for not just the players, but even the NFF, you know, the Nigerian community, seeing our national team playing in the World Cup come 2026. So I wish all the guys good luck, but then again, they need to take it seriously. Well, that's much I'll be talking about the Super Eagles in this particular video. And of course, I wish them all the best. But don't also forget to follow us on all our social media handles at _official FSH. Also, don't forget to thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it. But also don't forget to share with your loved ones, your friends, your families, your foes. And also subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for sticking with the girl. I really, really appreciate your time, you know, watching the videos. It's been a huge improvement, I think, in the last 2-3 weeks that we fully returned to the channel. But yes, I really, really enjoy and appreciate all your comments and all your likes and everything. Please keep it flowing. We are still looking to get the channel to 1,000 subscribers. Yes, 1,000 subscribers. So please share with your friends and get them to subscribe. I really do appreciate it. I'm sure you can tell that I do appreciate it, but thank you so much. Anyways, that's much I'll be talking about for the Super Eagles today until they play their game on Saturday, and wish them good luck.